The LS2 MX470 Subverter is, in all sincerity, the safest helmet on the market today for motocross riders. That's a bold statement, but I've been doing this a long time. I've been in the motorcycle business for over 40 years, specializing in safety equipment for almost 30, and in the helmet business specifically for about almost 20 years now. And I'm telling you, this helmet is stunning in how well it's designed and how well it's thought through. Let's start with the shell. You guys probably have heard me talk about KPA, kinetic polymer alloy. Big word, but amazing material. It's really the first true advancement in shell material in, almost 50 years. There was a time when we thought helmets had to be super rigid, but you think about it, if you took a titanium bar and it was super light but really strong and you put it all the way around, if you fall off a motorcycle and catch that on anything, it's going to rip your head off. It's kind of like when you think about the old, I want my family in a steel car. But over the years, we've learned that crumple zones are the right way to go. You allow the car to take up that energy before it ever gets to the passenger compartment. So by absorbing that initial hit into controlled flex and then driving it into a superior EPS, now you're talking. Now you're slowing down the entire process of an impact, which is the name of the game to protect your head and brain. So on the inside, we've got a slip system. It is actually MIPS approved. You can see this yellow plastic shield in here. It's very, very thin. It lines the entire inside of the EPS. It's actually bonded to the EPS. It is a slip plane. It's the largest slip plane in the industry. And slip plane, it covers your entire portion of your head. And it looks a little funny, I've done it in other videos, but if you grab your head and do this, you can see that your scalp wiggles. That is the human body's method of protecting the brain. So this just enhances what your body already does. It allows your head to slip within the shell of the helmet to mitigate rotational energy. Once again, the name of the game. Inside, we have a high-end fabric that is technical fabric. It wicks moisture, keeps the rider cooler and more comfortable. We have 3D laser cut padding in the foam so you don't get any hot spots in your cheek. You can see every one of these white areas here is a vent port. We've got them in the front, we've got them in the back to exhaust air. You're not going to get much more airflow than that.
There are three nearly simultaneous crashes happening when a rider hits the ground. Number one, the shell hits the ground. Number two, the head compresses against the compression liner inside the shell. Number three, and most vital, the brain hits the inside of the skull. Depending on how violently that third impact takes place determines the true severity of the overall crash.
I got a pretty good start, and the guy right to my outside clipped the back of him going to turn and high-sided really bad. Pretty much just lawn darted right into the ground. I hit my head, head first, but then my head actually twists as well. The slick inside MIP system that LS2 has designed allows for the impact, but the rotational aspect of the impact too. The helmet took all of the beating, and I walked away perfectly fine without a head injury.